Hey YouTube, this is Gamer Corey, and if you want to learn to make a modern house like this one, stay tuned because we're about to build it. So let's go ahead and get started on our modern house build. The first thing that we need to do is displace any block that you're going to use. I'm using the gray concrete here. We're going to place two there. What we're going to do is we're going to choose the opposite color and we're going to put one on each side of those gray blocks just like so. From there on the right side we're going to go out two. And we're also going to go two to the left of the other white. And now what we're going to do is we're going to go another two there. So we have 3, 4, it was 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15 wide house. There we are. So now what we're going to do is we're going to build this up 2 wide. So this is going to be here like so. And that's going to go up a 9. So we got 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and a 9. And we're going to do the same one on this gray column as well. All right, so once we are finished, we're going to go ahead and connect that 2 wide just like so. We also need to come down 2 wide. So this whole thing is going to be 2 wide, kind of like that, but it's not going to be 2 wide in the middle because that just wouldn't make sense. We kind of want the unique structure that this gray gives us. So now what we're going to do is we're going to come back 10. So we've already gone back 2, so we're going to go 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, and we're going to fill that all the way. And we're going to go to the next row and the next one right here. Now, the last thing that we have to do is go above it. So we need to fill all of this in as well. There you go. The next thing that we're going to do is we're going to come down from there and go all the way back down to the ground. And we're going to go back all the way up like so. And we're going to go down. And we're going to go down like here, and up, and down, and there. There is our main gray support structure for our modern build. It is all complete. Looking pretty good. Now, we will be digging this out slightly with a sky light. So if you want to get rid of that, or if you don't want to build it right away, it's completely up to you guys. So there we are. So now that the gray is all complete, we're going to mirror the white in the back as well. So we're going to have one here, here, and here. It is fairly symmetrical in what we're going to be doing. So you'll start to see that in our build as well. So what we're going to do is we're going to go up 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. And then we already had 4. So it's going to be a 3 high window all the way around. However, this one is going to go all the way up to there because we're also going to have a 3 high window on this side as well. So you can start to see that we got the nice little shaping going on with our structure. Now we're going to mirror that on the side, on this side as well. So we're going to go up to there. And now with this one, we're going to go back and then all the way down. And we're also going to come down to this pillar right here. We're going to bring this pillar all the way up. We're going to connect it to this one. And then we're also going to go back to this one here. Now what we need to do is we need to finish that on the other side. So we're going to mirror this exact same thing on the back side as well. So we're going to go up 3 across like that. And we're going to bring this across as well. And now we're going to go up another 4. And then over. And on this pillar, we're going to add that, and we're going to go over as well. And there we are. Looking pretty good. Now, the other thing that we have to do is we do have to bring this back. I like the nice gray and white contrast that a modern build can create. But this is looking pretty good. So now what we're going to do is we're going to pretty much mimic what's on the other side over there on this side. All right, now this is complete. We're only going to build this one up to this level here and bring this over to there and attach that. So this is going to be our outdoor deck area. So now what we're going to do is we're going to build one space there. We're going to go 2 space and then build it like that. So it's going to be 1 window, 2 window, 1 window, and then it's going to be 2 window, 2 window, 2 window, 2 window. Now on this side, what we're going to do is we're going to do the same thing on this one. But on the top, we're actually going to do the opposite. Like so. Because we want to try to give it a little bit of a different look and feel. We don't want it to completely be the same on all sides of everything. Now that is complete, we have our main structure pretty much finished. Now what we're going to do is we're going to grab our black stained glass and we're going to put that up here. And we're actually going to bring that and make sure that that's on the very, very top. Just like so. And we're also going to do the same thing in the white areas with our black stained glass. Now keep in mind that you guys can use whatever color glass that you prefer. I'm just using black in this case. You guys can use regular glass, you can use red glass, you guys can go all kinds of crazy that you would like. Alright, so now we got this side looking good. This is going to be our front entrance where this one is at. So I'm just going to go ahead and fill that out with a door like so. Unfortunately, our doors are only so high, so that's where it's going to be. And I've got it so it's indented a little bit there. What we're going to do is underneath all of this, unfortunately we just placed our doors, we're going to put our white concrete all the way around, including in between the gray here as well. Unfortunately, this grass is getting in the way just slightly, and that is okay. Make sure that you guys keep this one space open. It's going to kind of give it a nice little depth feeling that we're going for later in this build. So we'll place our doors right there. Now what we need to do is we need to create where this is going to be at. So in this case, I'm going to want the door right here. Again, we're going to fill the white just above the door, and we're going to go ahead and put a column here. And then also a column here. That's going to give it kind of a nice break from the other sides as well. All right, so what we're going to do in the inside is we're going to come out like so off that white pillar with 3 blocks. Again, 3 blocks off this white one, and then we're going to connect it up like so. Then we're going to do the same thing, except for this one's only going to be 1, and we're going to bring it over to this white column as well. It kind of gives it a nice little funky design. If you want to make it symmetrical, what you're going to need to do, guys, is you're going to have to build this out 1 more. Instead of going 10 across the top, you will make it 11. Now just keep in mind that if you make it 11, some of your spacings in here are going to change just slightly. So just keep that in mind on where your windows are going to go. So the next thing that we're going to do is we're going to go ahead and fill in our flooring with whatever block you want. Don't throw it. We need to make sure that we're using it, and we're going to go ahead and fill in all of the area in between this. We're going to keep this one open, and we're going to keep that one open as well. So let's go ahead and fill this all in with whatever block we're choosing. I like the contrast of the birch. I like that a lot. So what we're going to do is this one is now going to become a step. So the step is going to come up right here. We're going to go there. And then we're going to put a block there, or a stair there, and a stair there. Now on the other side of these stairs, we're going to go upside down stairs to kind of give it kind of a little bit better feel. It's a nice modern staircase, and now it doesn't just look like it's floating, but it's looking pretty good. Now what we're going to do is we're going to get rid of the flooring in the inside of the house, and then replace that with whatever block that you prefer. Now originally I was going to make a kind of an indentation, or a kind of like a sunken area. So if you definitely want to do that, this would be the time to do that. Just keep in mind that if you do that, one side of the house would be a little bit different than the other side, which is perfectly fine. There's absolutely nothing wrong with that style of build. Maybe in some of my later houses, we'll go ahead and do that. Now we're going to go ahead and fill in our birch basically in the entire downstairs. So our framework is done. Our flooring is almost completely finished as well. Now we just have some glass to go and a little bit of decoration to go as well. So what we're going to do is we're going to come out here, and this again is going to be our blocks that we used on the inside and the floor. If you want to make it different, you could definitely go with white or gray to give it that contrast. But since we're out here on the patio, what we're going to do is we're going to use our panes, and we're going to go ahead and surround all of that like so. Now we're going to fill in the windows. We got the 2 big windows here, and we're going to fly around the outside. Obviously, if you're in survival mode, you're not going to be able to fly like we're doing here. And every spot that you have, we're going to go ahead and fill in with the dark black stained glass. Make sure you're using panes here. It kind of gives it that depth feeling that we're looking for. Unfortunately, we can't do it with the ceiling without it looking absolutely crazy. But if you want that kind of feel, definitely go for it. The reason that we can get away with the stairs right there is the panes do not connect to the stairs, and it looks absolutely fabulous. I like the way that that looks. It is looking really good. Again, we're going to fill in all of these areas with our black pane glass. Again, if you want to use a different color, you guys are more than welcome to do that. I just like the way that the black gives a nice contrast to the white and the gray as well. We'll have to fix that floor here in just a moment. But I think that is pretty much done for the outside except for this main window right here. All right, that's looking pretty good. So let's go ahead and go inside. Make sure we replace that block that we messed up earlier. We're gonna go to the upstairs, and we're right where the white is at, we're gonna go ahead and place our pane glass. And the same thing on this side. We missed this window earlier, and there we are. That is the entire house all built. And I'm liking that where the staircase is going. You can make this a sunken living room if you want, or a raised living room. Either way is perfectly fine, but it gives you enough space. It's a nice, deep build, but it's small enough to actually have a lot of kind of versatility with this build. But let's go ahead, and I will be back, and I'll show you what it kind of looks like once it's decorated. Now that our decorating is all complete, let's go ahead and take a look inside and see what we came up with. We got a nice little path coming to our front door. Let's go ahead and open up the door. We have nice plants sitting there in the corner. We do have lights underneath them. We have our item frames. We have our pots with some nice plants in them. We got a couch. We got our kitchen area with some doors and drawers. We have our little sitting area here looking out over the pond. We can go upstairs and see that there's not a whole lot going on up here. We just got our crafting table. We have our chest. We have our black bed that matches the rest of our build. And then we have our patio looking out off into the distance. So there is our modern house. Hopefully you guys enjoyed this. But if you guys are enjoying these types of videos, it would help me out a lot, and it would show me that you want me to make more house videos like these. Go ahead and like, comment, and subscribe down below, because you know it's going to help me out a lot, and it's greatly appreciated. But until next time, YouTube, you guys keep doing what you're doing because you're already doing it, and you guys stay gaming.